They are right with us. They're right with us. Yeah, they're right with us. So let's check out our Facebook audience and be sure that they are with us. Facebook, are they with us? Okay. So they're watching us on Facebook. I can see. Yeah, interesting. So we are good to go. Watching us on Facebook. We are good to go. So you're welcome, everybody. Let's record this. Let's record this. Record to the cloud. So tonight we are talking about how to transition to a career in tech as a cybersecurity professional. And I am Omiyale Yomi. And before I go on, I would introduce myself uh, because I'm not taking it for granted that you all know me. Some of you are just getting to know me, even though I've been doing this for the past 5 years. Digital has been around since 2019, and this is our fifth year doing this. But I still have to introduce myself and Digital. So let's start. So, who am I? Who am I? So let's get going right away, right away, right away, right away. So let's get going right away. So good to go. Stop share, start share. Okay. Good. So now why this is important is because I'm right here just talking to us, and it's always good to know the personality of the individual that is talking, because anybody can just come online and say anything, but I have a pedigree. So before I transitioned into tech, I used to be a tax accountant, and I worked at a multinational Big Four tax and auditing firm. I worked as a tax accountant and a transfer pricing professional from 2013 to 2018, one of the Big Fours. Then after that, I transitioned into the oil and gas industry. I got a job as a senior tax accountant with the largest indigenously owned Nigerian oil exploration and production company, which we all know as E&P. And I was there from December 2018 to February 2020. Then I discovered tech. I used to be a resident pastor of Lighthouse Church, but currently I'm the senior pastor of Household of King's Church, which is at Ojodubega, Lagos. So this is me right here. So these things are very important because I also transitioned to tech. So when I'm talking to accountants, lawyers, medical doctors, engineers, and telling them anybody can transition to tech, it's because that is what I did. I also transitioned to tech from the accounting and tax profession. So I'm married. This is my lovely wife, Debbie Achievers. Some of you know this. This is me right here doing my thing. This was at this inaugural service of the church. Right? So that's a little about myself, but not everything about me. So then when I'm done with myself, then I'll talk about digital, right? So yeah, this I'll talk about digital. So this is me right here, doing my thing. My wife, this is me right here. Right. So right here. I love to travel. This was me some times ago. in Dubai, just having fun, just having fun. So as you can see, I'm a public speaker. So here I was talking to a cross section of real estate developers and realtors, and teaching them the opportunities in tech. All right, exposing them to how tech can help their business. So here again, I'm seated in front and I'm teaching a cross section of Nigerians on the opportunities in tech and how tech can help whatever they are doing right there. So here's another session where I was teaching a cross section of Nigerians how to leverage on tech opportunities. So yeah, so that's yeah, so not done. So as you can see, this is me in church preaching the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ, right, unashamedly. So this is me, right, doing my thing. Yeah. So that's a little about myself. Then let's go to so this thing is very important. Like I said, anybody can just sit down somewhere and just say anything that comes to mind. So, but I have a pedigree. The organization Digital that I run has a pedigree. So, and this is very, very important. So, you could, to find out more about myself, about Digital, the organization that I run. So you could just go to Google. So when you get to Google, um, you could just search Omiyale Yomi, that's my name, and you find a few things here and there about me. But most importantly, search out Digital Consulting. Most importantly, search out Digital Consulting on Google. That is what is very important. And when you search out Digital Consulting on Google, our website will come out. Of course, that's what we said about ourselves. So you could check out our website right here. Our LinkedIn is here, Digital Consulting. We've been mentioned on independent newspaper. As you can see, we have been mentioned on Digital Consulting, Guardian newspaper, Nairaland, Business Day. You could check out all these things. Yeah, we've been mentioned on Independent, right? Right. So, yeah. So a lot of mentions here and there. But aside that, another place I feel you should check out is check out Digital Consulting reviews. Check out Digital Consulting reviews because this is actually very, very important. So you go to our reviews here. So when you search for reviews, so reviews are what people have passed through our institute. That is what they are saying about us. And that is very important because the best people that can judge us are people who have gone through our program. So um, just check out Digital Consulting reviews, and the reviews are right here. So just go through what people are. So at the moment, we have a 4.8 review, which is not bad, right? So you can see Adekunle saying, I'm currently taking a course with Agitan. I must say it has been a great learning experience. The tutors are very knowledgeable. The management is top notch. Is how interactive the course are, the best place you can get value. So just go through all the reviews on Google, right? I've had a great experience with Agita Consulting. There are a lot of amazing reviews there. So that is very important. So that's for Google. Then let's go to LinkedIn. Let's go to LinkedIn, right? So when we get to LinkedIn, then you see what our students are saying about us. And that is very important. What are our students saying about us? So let's go to LinkedIn. When we get to LinkedIn, we discover what Agital students are saying about the organization Agital. What are they saying about us? That is very, very important. What are they saying about us? Right. So it's very, very important what they are saying about us. So need to refresh this. Okay, so we are right here. We're right here on LinkedIn. right? So these are LinkedIn page, but that is not the most important thing. So let's just go to post. So here's what we need to do. So here's what you do. So you search for digital consulting. So you type in digital consulting on LinkedIn. So when you type digital consulting on LinkedIn, you go to post, right? You go to post. Let me refresh this so that you can see posts that have been made by our students. So digital consulting. So when you search digital consulting, you can see what people have posted about us. So this is Pascal, is a student of digital. This is Prince Nonso, right? This is Frederick Mbekwe, right? He just finished his certificate in cybersecurity program with digital. And you can see sharing his certificate. I'll just go to see all post results. Uh, so when you do this, you see more results. You can see Chinedu. I'm happy to share that I'm starting a new position, right? You can just see all these posts. Chinedu Day recently, he shared his certificate that he obtained from Agital, right? So we could go to the second page and see Gloria too shared a certificate in cybersecurity. She just finished a program with us. So you could see Chukwemeka Daniel, right? Digital consulting student. It's been a while, but I wanted to share this. So you could see what our students are doing. You could see the activities. You could see their projects. So this is Gregory. He's also a cybersecurity student at Digital, but he's graduated, right? So on and on and on. And not just cybersecurity, some of our other programs. So you could see Timothy Olubi here. This is a live class, and I think they took a picture of the live class. Here they were working on an application, right, together. So this, you can see how practical our program is, right? You can see how practical our program is. This is Onyi Yechi, right? She's sharing her experience, sharing her knowledge, what she has done, and tagging Agita Consulting, right? So our students are doing wonderful things out there, and we are very proud of them. So that being said, we go to so we also have an Instagram page. You could check us out on Instagram. You could check us out on Instagram. So let me just share our Instagram page with you. Just a few things here and there on our Instagram page. Then we'll get to, so this is our Digital Consulting Instagram page right here. So you could check us out and see what we have been up to on our Instagram page. A few things here and there that you might be interested in on our Instagram page. So that being said, we have a physical office I'm about to get into the subject matter for today, right? I'm about to get into subject matter for today. So, but we have a physical office at Ogba, Lagos. At Ogba, Lagos. Our physical office is at Ogba, Lagos, and I'm about to show you the pictures of our office. There are times people come around to make inquiries in our office, and we need to show you where we are. So I'll get onto that right away. Where is our office? Where is our office? So let's get down to it. Let's get down to it right away. Let's get down to our physical office. So here's our physical office. It's at Ogba, Lagos. Ogba, Lagos. You're welcome. For those who want to make inquiries, you're welcome. You can come around. And so 99% of our training is done online. And at the moment, we use this physical office just for inquiries, for people who want to make inquiries, but 99% of the training is done online. And that is because we have students in over 30 countries of the world, right? So we do mainly remote trainings. Our trainings are mainly remote. So that's it. Let's get down to what we have for us today. And at this point, I will open my slide. It's time for what we have for us today. It's time. So let's get into it right away. Let's get into this right away. Let's get into it right away. So if you can see my slides, can I see your hands? If you can see my slides, can I see your hands? If you are still with me, can I please see your hands? Okay, so I can see that you can see my slides. So let's get into it tonight. And so how to transition to a career in tech and get remote jobs as a cybersecurity professional, SOC analyst, threat intelligence analyst, security auditor, incident responder, and the rest of it. So now, why tech? Why switch to a career in tech? So there's this noise all around tech this, switch to tech, transition to tech. But the truth is, it's real. There are opportunities in tech. As a matter of fact, IT opportunities are abundant, but the laborers are few. There are a lot of opportunities in IT. Now, the reason why opportunities in IT are so abundant is because you actually don't have to be resident in that country to work in that country. So you could be in Nigeria and you could be working for an organization in Kenya or in Rwanda or UK or US or Australia or New Zealand or Canada or Europe or Sweden or Netherlands. And it's because it is tech. You don't have to be physically present there to get the job done. IT is not manufacturing job. It's not an engineering job that requires your physical presence. As long as you are plugged in through a laptop and an internet connection, you can get your job done. And because of that, there is an abundance of opportunities to IT professionals, irrespective of where they are located in the world. So like I said, there's potential for remote jobs. There are flexible job schedules. Another thing about the field of IT is you actually don't need to have a full-time job. You could work as a freelancer. You don't need to have a full-time job. You could work as a freelancer as an IT professional. So you can do a 3-month job for this client, and after that, you do another 4-month job for this client. Or you could have 5 or 6 clients and you are doing different jobs with them. A few hours ago, I was talking to one of my students, and he was telling me, yeah, that January he wasn't getting so much jobs, but February is having to do a whole lot of jobs because he's a freelancer. He's not committed to a particular company, so he has many companies he works for. So that's the opportunity in IT. And in IT, you could just decide that, oh, I'm not working these 2 months. I just need to take a break, and that's just it. Then when you are ready, you go back there and you pick up the job. So that is what makes IT very interesting. And it's a shortcut into making 6-digit income. So one of the great things about IT is that it pays well. Tech jobs pay well. So we all know what is happening to the dollar, the pounds, and everything. But you see tech jobs, entry-level jobs that they're offering to pay you $2,000, $2,500 for entry level. And for mid-level, you could be seeing jobs of $5,000, $6,000 per month. So tech pays well. And for people who are now in Africa, it's even more interesting because by the time you convert the dollars or the pounds into your local currency, it just makes a whole lot of sense. So it pays well. It is global. It is universal. Now, having said all these things, the interesting thing about tech is that no IT background is needed. Isn't that funny? you actually don't need an IT background to work in tech. Now, don't take my word for it. Let's just do some little research here. I've been saying a lot, but don't just take my word for it. Let's explore. So let's go to LinkedIn. I've been talking about IT jobs, IT jobs, IT jobs. So let's go to LinkedIn. Let's go to LinkedIn and let's see IT jobs, LinkedIn, and let's pick up something as, so you could see what I'm saying. I just got to LinkedIn and here there's a cyber jobs in Saudi Arabia, right? And you don't have to be in Saudi Arabia to access these jobs. So these guys are looking for Splunk admin, SOC level 1 analyst, SOC level 2 analyst, SOC manager, and various level of experience. So that is how IT is. That is how the IT industry is. But that's not what I'm here. So let's go to SOC analyst. SOC analyst. So we are saying there are a lot of opportunities in IT. So we go for jobs, SOC analyst jobs, lots of opportunities in the field of IT. So now let's go to United States. Let's go to United States. United States for SOC analyst. Right? So we get there. Now we could see here that there are a whole lot of jobs here. So for SOC analyst, we are saying this 3 weeks ago, just 36 applicants have applied to this job. And let me option remote. Yeah, taking option remote because we are looking for just remote. So this 3 weeks ago, 36 applicants. The cybersecurity analyst, over 100 applicants. This 2 weeks ago. This 1 week ago, tier 1 SOC analyst, cybersecurity analyst, right? Cyber threat 6 days ago. So that's one keyword. I could also do Splunk. I could do Splunk and see. So we're having 447 remote for Splunk. Splunk is a technology, a cybersecurity tool that is used. So yes, 2 weeks ago, 27 applicants. Splunk engineer, this 2 weeks ago, 0 applicants. Remote Splunk architect, so I could do penetration tester. Penetration tester, do a search. Penetration tester, pen tester, 3 days ago, over 100 applicants. Pen tester, don't forget this is fully remote, right? Pen tester, Acodis, 1 week ago. Pen tester remote, 1 day ago. Mobile application pen tester Fusion, right? 3 days ago. So there are a lot of jobs here. And there are the beautiful thing about cybersecurity is that there are a lot of job roles. A lot of job roles. So I could change, I could say vulnerability assessment. Could put vulnerability assessment. I'll get another set of jobs. So privacy engineer, cybersecurity engineer. This is 6 hours ago, 65 applicants. Don't forget, this is 100% remote, right? So let's even look at this cybersecurity engineer, right? Okay, what you would do, you do this, you do this, you do this. What are the qualifications? So now look at this. Demonstrate competencies and skills typically achieved through the completion of a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity information or a related field. Proven experience, 3 to 5 years experience, right? I'm still going to talk about that experience thing because some people will see that and be like, oh, I don't have experience. So another thing is cybersecurity analyst. Interesting thing about cybersecurity is that there are a lot of job roles. So let's look at this cybersecurity security analyst intern. Security analyst intern. This was a week ago. So in this role, what you will do, you do this, you do this, you do this. What sets you apart? right? Working towards, so let's look at this cybersecurity analyst, right? This is a week ago, cybersecurity analyst. Now look at the qualifications, bachelor's degree or a related field. So you don't even have to work, you don't have to have a tech background. That's what he's saying. So they are saying or a related field. So let's look at this one. Let's go. Required qualifications, 2 years of experience, data analysis, 2 years experience work, and that's all. That's all. They didn't even put a university degree here. No university degree was required. They were just talking about 2+ years experience. And I'm not even going to talk about the fact that experience can be, there's a way around experience. If you have a lot of projects under your belt, that is a substitute for 2 years experience, right? That's a substitute for 2 years experience. So let's look at this one, stock analyst. Stock analyst, 3 weeks ago, right? So on and on and on. So I just needed to show you all this to just show you there are a lot of opportunities here, and you don't need an IT background. You don't need an IT background. Now, to help those of us who are looking for jobs, it's always also good to do last 24 hours. So when you do last 24 hours, you can get the jobs that are just really are hot, the jobs that are out there. So this job was posted like 8 hours ago, cybersecurity analyst, talentify.io. So let's see, they need a cybersecurity analyst. Don't forget we chose remote, 100% remote. So what is required? Look at it. Minimum of 3 years experience. Like I said, for the 3 years experience, once you have projects, and I'm still coming to that, once you have projects under your belt, you are good to go. It's not until you've worked in an organization for 3 years. So that is very important. Knowledge of cybersecurity frameworks, bachelor's degree in computer science, or a related field, right? So certifications here and there. So we are still coming to that CISP or CH experience with this and this and this. So cybersecurity compliance analyst. So this is 40 minutes ago, 43 applicants have applied for this. So, you know, on and on and on. Senior security researcher is another job role. So the jobs are always there. So at this point, I will go back to my slide. I'll go back to my slide so that we can get a hold of this. So no IT background needed, no university degree needed. More than 26% of IT workers don't hold a university degree. Almost 49% of IT job postings in 2017 did not list a degree as a minimum requirement for candidates. Now, no age constraint. You can start at any time. And when I say this, I always like to talk about this Nigerian actress, Buki Wright. So she used to be one of our top Nollywood actresses in Nigeria. And when she was done with acting, at the age of 44, she transitioned to cybersecurity at the age of 44. So, and I say this too, and you can see it's right here, former Nollywood actress Buki Wright transitioned into tech career at age 44. And I say this to people who are trying to have a second career, to people who, you know, you've worked in a particular career path and you are not seeing any future for yourself. You can transition to tech, and you can start at any age. I don't care whether you're in your late 30s or you're in your 40s or late 40s. You can decide today and say, now, I have been in this field all this while and I'm not making a breakthrough. I'm not making headway. So let me get into tech. Like I said, there are always opportunities in tech. Tech is evergreen in tech. You will always find your way in tech. So looking at Buki Wright, for instance, at the age of 44, having acted many movies, featured in many soap operas, she got into cybersecurity. And today she's a senior IT auditor in the US, earning a lot of money and doing well. So that is how it works. That is how it works. So for IT, for cybersecurity, the opportunities are just there for you to take advantage of. The opportunities are just there, but the opportunities need your steps. It needs your action. And that is what she did. So imagine somebody starting all over again at the age of 44, but all that is history because now Buki Wright is a senior IT auditor in the US. And you know what that means? She's doing a lot of amazing stuff with that. So that is very important. So let me go back to my slide. To go back to my slide. So if you are watching me, if you are listening to what I'm saying, can I see your hands? Can I see your hands? Okay, can I see your hands? If you are following me, can I see your hands? Okay, a lot of people are following me, which is wonderful. Now, I've said before that remote jobs are fact or fiction. Now, LinkedIn is your friend. I've shown you on LinkedIn the various opportunities online, the various opportunities online. And like I said, when it comes to tech, you can be a freelancer. You can be a freelancer. You don't have to work for a particular company. And that is why I still understand the rationale behind people learning tech and all they just think about is getting a job. Yes, there are jobs, but you don't even need a job. You can work as a freelancer. You can work as a consultant yourself. You can work as a consultant and you can have many clients that you are working for because tech is all about the skill. And I understand it. Many people, when you are an accountant, you work in a company. When you are maybe a lawyer, you work in a company. So when people try to get into tech, they just feel, okay, after the tech skill, the next thing is I need to work in a company. Yeah, many people do that. But that is not the only way. You can be a freelancer. You can be a consultant. You can master tech today and start up a tech business. Straight up, immediately after a boot camp. So having jobs is just one of the many ways in tech, many opportunities in tech, which I'm still going to come into. So it's not the only opportunity in tech. Now, there are high in demand tech skills. We have software engineering, we have cloud computing, we have data science, data analysis, and we have cybersecurity. We have cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is one of the high in demand tech skills. Why? Because no matter what you are doing, you want to be secured. It's a no-brainer. No matter what you are doing, you need to be secured. Right? You need to be secured. So let's check Google for opportunities. So let's say cybersecurity jobs. A whole lot of cybersecurity jobs right now. Right? Even in Nigeria, if we were to start from Nigeria, because I'm talking from Nigeria here, there are a whole lot of jobs here. A whole lot of jobs here for cybersecurity professionals. This 2 days ago, cybersecurity. 2 days ago, this organization, they are recruiting cybersecurity. This is another one 3 weeks ago, they're recruiting cybersecurity. This is another one 1 week ago, they were recruiting cybersecurity. Yeah, they are recruiting cybersecurity 1 day ago, right? So that is even in Nigeria. But let's leave Nigeria, or let's go back to Google. Let's go back to Google and see what we have. So, Indeed, let's check out jobs. So there are jobs on Indeed, jobs on Glassdoor, right? So this is another one, cybersecurity analyst, an ethical hacking instructor, penetration, a vulnerability tester. This was this week because I sent this to some of our students. This was this week. Cyber IT professional. This on Indeed. Right? These are jobs. This another one. This job is doing like $500,000 a month. DreamWorks integrated. They are looking. This is a cyber threat analyst. This is in Plato, right? They are looking. So these are jobs everywhere for people who want to take advantage. This is an analyst, IT security. So this is a tech sales manager, cyber security. We are still coming to that. I'm still going to tell you about the various opportunity in cybersecurity, the various career paths in cybersecurity. So just relax tonight. So this is Indeed. So it's not just LinkedIn. There is Indeed. There's Glassdoor. There are many other job websites that we actually teach our students about. So I'm just still showing you around. This is latest job vacancies. This cybersecurity job. There are just a whole lot. You could just take your time and explore, right? So this Glassdoor. So let's look at Glassdoor briefly. So they need specialists, security governance. This is MTN. MTN is recruiting, as you can see. Analyst, Sandvik IBTC, senior SOC analyst, GVA partners, penetration tester, NimbleByte, internal audit and risk officer, Lagos Business School, IT maintenance officer. So penetration tester, MCOPA, chief application security engineer, that's another area. So yeah, but this is not just Nigeria alone. You could also get cybersecurity jobs UK. If you're in the UK, a whole lot of cybersecurity jobs in UK. Cybersecurity jobs UK, jobs are there, cybersecurity job sites. Why? So now let's go back to our slide. Let's get back to our slide. So now I'm going to talk about this later. So now here's the thing. Let's now dive into what cybersecurity is. Cybersecurity refers to the practice of protecting computer systems. You need to protect your systems, networks, software, and data from digital attacks, or unauthorized access, damage, or theft. So let's look at the key points here. You're trying to protect the computer system. You're trying to protect the network. You're trying to protect the software. And you're trying to protect data from digital attacks, unauthorized access, damage, or theft. It involves implementing measures to prevent, detect, respond to, and recover from cybersecurity attacks. So that's just saying it in a very simple way. But take note of these very important things. You are protecting the computer system, the computer network, the software, and data. That is very important. Now, cybersecurity involves the implementation of measures and controls to ensure the confidentiality. So we call this the CIA triad. The confidentiality is information confidential. The integrity, confidential means the people that should not have access to the information don't have access to the information. Integrity means the information can be relied upon. Is the information true? Or is it false? Is it accurate? Because one of the things hackers do is that they hack and they falsify the information. So they falsify it, they manipulate the information. Now, availability. So is the information available? And this is where we have denial of service attacks, and we also have distributed denial of service attacks. So another thing about cybersecurity attacks is they prevent access to information. So there's confidentiality, there's integrity, there's availability. In today's digital world, where organizations rely heavily on technology for various operations, cybersecurity is crucial to safeguard sensitive information and defend against cyber threats. These threats can come in various forms, including hackers, malware, phishing attacks, ransomware, and insider threats. So now let me show you this slide before we proceed, before we continue. I always love to show this slide to us so that we understand why cybersecurity has a massive demand globally and why this is the best time to get into it. So I'm going to show you. Let's just run through this. So now, a cyber attack is any intentional effort to steal, expose, alter, disable, render inaccessible, or destroy data, applications, or other assets through unauthorized access to a network, computer system, or digital device. An hacker is a person who using computers to gain unauthorized access to data or computer systems. So we could see some examples. A betting company was hacked April 2022. Cyber attack on popular banks, at least 5 banks per year. Popular social media platforms hit. So hackers are always working around the clock. Now, this is why you should get into cybersecurity. This is why you need to get into cybersecurity. Now look at it. So the way Nigerians are complaining that, oh, the dollar is rising to the naira is crashing. That is the same way cybersecurity attacks are just rising, right? So this is like the depreciation of cybersecurity and the appreciation of cyber crimes, if you permit me to call it that way. So we can see here that cybercrime expected to skyrocket in the coming years. And that is a fact. That is a fact. So I tell people this, that you see, you want to position yourself in a career that is not just for today, but it's for the future. A career that will guarantee you a great future. Not just today, but the future. So, like, people are beginning to realize that, why should I carry a gun or try to rob and I get caught and I go to jail? I can be a cyber terrorist and the chances of being caught is quite slim, right? Very slim. So that is what is happening. So we look at 2018, right? In 2018, it was 0.86, which is like $860 billion. That was the cost of cybercrime. That is 2018. By 2019, it had become 1.16 trillion. By 2020, it had become 2.95 trillion. By 2021, it was already 5.99 trillion. Meaning every year, the cost of cybercrime keeps rising. So many criminals are leaving the traditional form of criminality and they are moving into the cyber form of criminality. And they're not just targeting organizations or governments, they are even targeting individuals. They are targeting individuals, governments, organizations, everybody that is a target. So this was 2021, 5.99 trillion. By 2022, it had grown to 8.44 trillion. By 2023, it was 11.5 trillion. Now it is projected that in 2024, it will be 14.57, and I can bet it will be higher than that. So this is how cybercrime keeps increasing. So that is why you can't joke with cybersecurity. That is why cybersecurity is a field that you need to position yourself. You need to get into that field, position yourself, and become a master in that area, because it's an high in demand skill globally. Globally, organizations, governments, corporations, individuals, especially high net individuals, they are not joking with their cybersecurity. And like I said earlier, you have categories: network security, application security, information security, operational security, right? So we'll go back to our slide. Go back to our slide. So that is what is driving the demand. So the demand for cybersecurity is being driven by the criminals themselves. By the criminals themselves. So the criminals are increasing. Therefore, the number of cybersecurity professionals has to increase. So cybersecurity, so what's the what of cybersecurity? Confidentiality. Information is accessible only to authorized individuals or entities. That is confidentiality. Information is accessible only to authorized individuals or entities. Protecting data from unauthorized access. We've spoken about that. Integrity, that's the accuracy, reliability, trustworthiness of data and systems. That's integrity. Availability, ensuring that information and systems are accessible and usable when needed. Measures are implemented to prevent or mitigate disruptions that will impact the availability of critical resources. So that is where you hear things like, oh, Facebook is down. Facebook is down. Instagram is down, right? That's a cyber risk. That is lack of availability. Number 4, authentication and authorization. That is verifying the identity of users. Verifying the identity of users and granting appropriate access privileges. So ensuring that people who have access are people who should have access. And that is by authenticating them and authorizing them. And this involves implementing mechanisms such as passwords, biometrics, and multi-factor authentication. Network security, protecting computer networks from unauthorized access and attacks. This includes firewalls, intrusion detection systems, virtual private networks, VPN to secure network infrastructure. So let me try to do a little explanation on this. So there are various domains in cybersecurity, but these are very important domains. There's the level of the network, and that is network security. Network security. So hackers can exploit the network, and that is where IDS comes in, firewalls comes in, virtual private network comes in. There's the level of the data security, securing the data. There's the level of the systems security. There's the securing the system that is being used. That's the operating system. There's the level of the software or the application, and that is why we have application security. So these are various layers of cybersecurity, right? So like I said, there's application security, securing software applications to prevent vulnerabilities, protect against unauthorized access or manipulation. So that's another layer of cybersecurity, security of the application. This includes secure coding practices, regular patching, and application level controls. Now we also have incident response. Now, this is developing and implementing plans to respond to cybersecurity incidents promptly and effectively. So incident response comes in when there is actually a cyber attack. It has happened. So how do we quickly respond? That's another methodology on its own. So we are trying to prevent, we are doing our SOC, trying to prevent, but what happens when there's an attack? So there is a field of cybersecurity called incident response. And this ensures that you respond promptly and effectively. And like I said, it involves identifying, containing, eradicating, and recovering from security breaches. Now, we also have security awareness and training. This is just awareness. So educating users about cybersecurity practices, threats, and their roles and responsibilities in maintaining security. Now, why security awareness and training is very important is because humans are the weakest point in the cybersecurity value chain. Like most cyber attacks are always due to an human error or negligence, something a human is meant to do. Rarely or most times, cyber attacks are not due to the software system not working well or the network security not working well. Majority of cyber attacks is because a human being did not do what they are meant to do. And that is why security awareness and training is a very critical field of cybersecurity. And of course, we have compliance and regulations. So in cybersecurity, there's the technical side, there is a non-technical side. They all work together. So in the technical side, you are hearing things like, oh, the cybersecurity engineer, oh, the penetration tester, the vulnerability assessment manager, oh, the SOC analyst, the incident responder, the threat intelligence analyst, the digital forensic analyst, and on and on and on. But we now come to the non-technical side. The non-technical side has to do with regulations, auditing of systems, of policies, of people, to ensure that the organization is in compliance to standard and regulation. So ensuring compliance with relevant laws, regulations, and industry standards pertaining to data protection and cybersecurity. And in Nigeria recently, we had the NDPR, which is the Nigerian Data Protection Regulation, right? Globally, we have the PCI DSS, that is the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. This is the regulation that governs all organizations that are involved in issuance of card, generally fintechs. We also have the ISO 27001. So these are various regulations, and there's a field in cybersecurity that ensures that organizations are in compliance to these regulations, because there are times that if you don't comply with certain laws, certain industry standards, such organizations will be fined if they are not in compliance. Such organizations will be fined if they are not in compliance to such regulations. So before I talk about how to break into cybersecurity, let's talk about the paths, the career paths in cybersecurity. So who is a SOC analyst? Who is a SOC analyst? Now, a SOC analyst monitors. A SOC analyst is like a security man, like the security man at the gate of your estate, who just monitors what is going on to ensure that, okay, everything is going on smoothly. So they are just doing monitoring. They are monitoring logs, traffic, just monitoring, just maintenance. Look at it as policemen who are just patrolling. Those are SOC analysts. SOC analysts, they are just patrolling. They are just doing their normal job. That is the work of SOC analysts, right? Now, that is very, very important. So let me go back. Now we have threat intelligence analysts. Threat intelligence analysts, what they do is they research, and they don't wait for the threats to materialize into an incident or into an attack. They search the dark web. They go all around to identify existing threats, and they advise an organization on how to respond to existing threats that are out there. Like it is like the work of the DSS or the work of the CIA. You don't wait for a security incident to happen. You must be aware of what is going on out there. So threat intelligence analysts are people always researching into likely threats, potential threats to an organization. Incident responder are individuals who they have a knowledge of cybersecurity. They understand everything about cybersecurity, but they have a special training in how to respond to when attacks have started. So attacks have materialized. So how does an organization quickly respond to such attacks? How an organization can quickly respond to such attacks, such that those attacks will not be it will not result in great damages to the organization, so that the damages can be minimal. So they try to contain it and quickly recover from the attack. So they understand the basics of cybersecurity, but they are trained in responding when an attack has taken place. Now we have the vulnerability analyst and junior penetration tester. They are all cybersecurity rules. Now the rules are more than this, but these are just the ones I feel I should share with us tonight. Now, what do these people do? So these guys, they test an organization to identify vulnerabilities. So what it means is that I'm running a fintech, and I have my cybersecurity team. I have my GRC team. That's the governance, risk, and compliance. And we are meeting up with all the relevant laws and regulations locally and globally: PCI DSS, ISO 27001, NDPR, GDPR, and every other regulation out there. And, you know, we have our cybersecurity team, we have firewalls, we have antivirus installed, we have all these same tools, everything installed and working. So what next? What next is that because we cannot be doubly sure, we invite a vulnerability assessment team, a penetration testing team to come in and test our system. And that is why I said earlier, if you're following me, that in the field of tech, there are jobs you can do a full-time job, or you can work as a freelancer or a consultant. So in this kind of case, an organization could hire a consultant, hire a freelancer. Okay, yeah, we have our team, they are doing well, we have staffs in our cybersecurity unit, we have our software installed, but try to hack into our system. We give you the permission, try to hack into our system, try to identify errors in our system. So the guy comes around and, you know, he's testing their system, he's trying to attack from the network level, from the system level, from the operating system level, from the application level, is from the information level, from the human level, even from the operational level. Is doing a lot of things, attacking. And at the end of the whole exercise, it shows the organization where they are vulnerable. right? And such an organization might not just rely on one team. They might get 2 or 3 other teams because they want to be sure that they have everything covered. They want to be sure that everything is under control. Because when cyber attacks really happen, a lot of money is lost. A lot of money is lost. So let me show you this report. Now, this is for Nigeria, but I'll still show you the report all the same. I'll still show you the report all the same. I'll still show you the report. So, this is a very interesting report. Nigerian banks lost billions cyber attack. So let's go there. So let's look at this. I'm going to share this. You just go on Google, but many of these things, these organizations won't come out to say it. So just go. So now, Nigerian banks may lose 25 billion to cyber crime by year end. Cyber fraud, this is 2021. Cyber fraud rises 534%. 534% as Nigerian banks lose 3.5 billion. Cyber fraud rises 534%, right? As Nigerian banks lose 3.5 billion. Nigerian fintechs, now these are even fintechs, suffered over 5 billion in Naira losses to hackers. This was last year, right? So 24 banks lose 5.7 billion to frauds in Q2. This is just a quarter, and this was 24 banks. Now, so you could just go on and see the fact that many of my tutors in the last 1 year, they have changed a lot of jobs. Like they've moved to a lot of banks because the banks in Nigeria, and not just banks, fintechs, insurance industries, microfinance banks, manufacturing industry, e-commerce businesses, they are recruiting massively into cybersecurity because it's no longer a joke. So that is very important. So back to my slide. If you are following me, if you are getting knowledge, can I see your hands? Raise your hands if you want me to continue this session. Now, I'm just still showing you the industry. I'm about to now tell you how to break into the industry. So this is the time to pay attention. Now, I'm just giving you an overview of the industry so that tomorrow when you're hearing penetration tester, vulnerability management, so you understand what these things mean. And this is just simple breaking down of it. It's deeper than this, of course. So now, security engineer. A security engineer is the individual who actually installs the security apparatus of the organization. So what does it mean? So in my house, for instance, I have a gate. I have security doors. I have burglary proof, right? So I have CCTV camera. Somebody installed the gate, installed the door, installed the CCTV camera, installed the burglary proof. So in the cyber security space, the security engineer installs all these things. So he's the guy who understands the technology, and he's the guy who installs the defensive technology. So he's the technical guy. He installs all these. He recommends the technology that the company should use to safeguard its operations, the firewalls they are using, the antivirus system they are using, the SIM tools they are using to secure their system. So he's an engineer, right? His work is installing and maintaining. What does the SOC guys do? The SOC guys are monitoring. They are just monitoring. They are checking. Incident responder, they respond when there's an attack. Penetration tester, they try to hack in to show the organization the vulnerability. So these are technical parts. Threat intelligence analysts, they are like the DSS of cybersecurity, right? So you're getting it, right? I can see that. Now, but there's also the non-technical part. There's a non-technical part where we have the GRC. Now, one thing we do in digital is that we combine the two. So when you come into digital, you learn the technical and you learn the non-technical. Now, the reason why we do that is because when you are bidding for jobs that are technical jobs, the fact that you have knowledge in the non-technical part is an added advantage for you, because you are going to have an edge over every other guy that is applying, but they don't know anything about the non-technical side. The same way, if you're applying for a non-technical role and you have knowledge of technical roles, right? You have knowledge of the technical side, you know operating systems, you understand networks, you know what an IP address is, what is HTTP, what's HTTPS. You understand all those things. Even though you're applying for the non-technical role, you have an edge. So that is why in digital, we take the two. We take the technical side, we take the non-technical side. So here we have the GRC analyst. So if you are confused about what GRC is, GRC simply means governance, risk, and compliance. That is just it. So there's data protection and privacy officer. They protect data. So data protection officers, and because of the NDPR that came into place in Nigeria last year, middle of last year, there is now a need for almost every organization in Nigeria to have a data protection officer. And what does a data protection officer do? A data protection officer ensures that the information, the data being gathered by the organization is protected, that people are not put at risk by their personal information. So the data protection officer role is becoming important in almost every organization right now. So we have the IT auditor. So when you hear IT auditor, what does an IT auditor do? An IT auditor audits the IT system in an organization. Now, don't mistake it for a penetration tester. He audits the system. Oh, are they using the right systems? Are their operating systems up to date? Are they in compliance with regulations? Are they in compliance with the NDPR regulations? Are they in compliance with the PCI DSS regulation? Are they in compliance with ISO 27000 regulation? So he's auditing the operations of the system, of the whole organization, in comparison with the regulations governing that organization, governing that industry. We have information security analysts, we have IT risk management officer. So now, what are the next steps? How do you break through? So I've given you an overview of this industry. And there are certain things I've established that I want to remind you about. One thing is the fact that there are many roles in cybersecurity. There are many roles in cybersecurity, which is why cybersecurity is a wonderful field. Because of the many roles in the field, there are always opportunities for you. You can work locally, you can work remotely, you can do all these things. So the pathway is wide for you. You can't go wrong with cybersecurity. Now, that being said, I always do this every webinar that I do, because I know that some people are listening to me are not residents in Nigeria. And some of them are Africans and Nigerians, not residents in Nigeria. And I have this word of advice for you. So I love the Indians and the Pakistanis, because when they get to the Western world, they go into tech. Indians especially, they go into the tech field. They go into that's why Indians are in the tech industry in America. They go into the tech field. So now Africans are catching up. But a lot of Africans still go into the Western world and they want to work there as care workers, as factory workers, as farm laborers, as truck drivers. Nothing bad in all these things. There is dignity in labor. There's dignity in labor. Anything that puts food on your table, you have to respect it. But that is a means to an end. That should not be the end in itself, because there is a danger there. And the danger there is you could keep doing that job for the next 10, 15, 20 years and never grow, because there's no career path. You can be replaced. You're not doing anything that technical. They just need to bring another person from Africa or another person from another part of the world, and that's it. But when you going into tech jobs, you start out with, let's say you're in the UK, a job of £28,000 in your first year. After a year, because you've gathered more experience, your next job might be a £45,000 job. Your next job after that might be a £56,000 job. Your next job after that might be an £80,000 job, because you started building a career path for yourself. You've started to secure your future, secure your life. So Africans need to start waking up. So if you are listening to me and you're an African in diaspora, master tech, as much as you are doing your care worker job, you are doing your factory worker, your farm laborer job, or your restaurant job, you're working in a restaurant, you're working in a store. I respect what is putting food on your table, but don't limit your life to that. Don't let it end there. Acquire a tech skill. I know one of my students in Poland then, and she was in Poland, she was washing dishes in a restaurant, but at night, she was mastering tech skills. She was learning tech skills. A few months down the line, she stopped working in the restaurant. She started to work from home on her laptop because now she was proficient in that skill. She was well proficient in that skill. So this is how it works. This is how it works, right? This is how it works. So that is very, very important. So don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. Now, what is the pathway? How do you break through? How do you break through into cybersecurity? How do you break through into cybersecurity? So at this point, I will go very, very practical. And I will walk you through the roadmap. So if you are still with me, don't leave me. Don't leave me. This is actually the real part of this session. This is the real part of this session. So at this point, don't leave me. Don't try to leave me at all, right? This is the real part of this session, and you need to listen to it critically. This is where it gets really, really, really hot. This is where it gets really hot. So don't joke with this part of the session. Don't joke with this part of the session. Right? Don't joke with it. Don't joke with this part of the session. Okay, so now I'm going to open my Google Sheets, Google Docs, and walk you through how to break into cybersecurity. How to break into cybersecurity. I'm going to walk you through it. How do you break into cybersecurity? So I always like to, when I'm doing this side, I always like to write. I always like to write when I'm doing this. I don't read slides. I like to write because I want to make it very practical. So how to break into cybersecurity in just 6 months. Now, first of all, any training that you attend and it's a crash program, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, I'm sorry, but you're not going to really get, you're not going to get the best, right? So first of all, understand that it's a marathon. It's a marathon, but it's worth it. So it's not a get rich quick scheme, right? It's not a get rich quick scheme. So you must be committed. But one thing about you being committed is that this commitment is going to pay off. That is the fact. So this commitment is not just you being committed to something that you are just hoping, you are guessing. This commitment is going to pay off because the opportunities are there. And the opportunities are massive out there. So it's a marathon, but you need commitment. You're not going to get this opportunity because you attended a 2 weeks crash program or a 2 months crash program. The minimum, the best is a 6 months program. I tell you for a fact. I've been doing trainings for 5 years, and I understand the fact that you cannot break into cybersecurity without a quality 6 months training program. Get that straight. We are not doing 6 months training in digital because, oh, we just like to overflog issues. No, we are doing it because we understand that this is the optimum time for you to break through. Right? Now, another thing is people ask, oh, must I be a network engineer? No. So just listen. The digital training already covers 2 critical elements for you to break through. critical elements for you to break through, which is operating systems and networking. We covered this. These are the two critical elements to break through. Now, as a matter of fact, I will share with you the course curriculum. Now, the brochure will be shared, but this is the curriculum we follow. And this curriculum is based on jobs out there. So when you're applying for jobs out there, all the requirements, we mirrored our curriculum to fit into the requirements. So that by the time you pass through a 6-month training program and you start to apply for jobs, you are going for interviews, whatever they are asking you is what you have been taught. So we are training you to meet up the requirements out there. So many institutes are just training. Oh, yeah. No. So when you finish the training, when you go out there, what are the employers asking for? What are the organizations looking out for? So now this is the curriculum, which is like the curriculum we use. Of course, this is different from the brochure, but this is like the outline that we use. So you can look at month 1, the cyber threat landscape, careers and team in cybersecurity, security framework. Now look at it. Now, network fundamentals. So all those people are saying, oh, networking. Must I be a network engineer? No, forget that. That's why it's 6 months. We teach you networking, right? You learn networking because it is crucial. You need it. You need to know it. So look at it. So we teach you the networking you need to function in cybersecurity. Now, operating system. You learn operating systems. You learn operating system because it's not just about, many people online are confused. And YouTube videos is what's confusing a lot of people. YouTube videos. You are watching this video today, you are watching this video tomorrow, you are lacking the foundation. The foundation. There's a step. You can look at month 1, he establishes the entire thing of cybersecurity. The whole value chain of cybersecurity. Month 2, you are moving into networking. You are moving into operating systems and security. You are moving into Linux operating systems. The part of Linux that you need to know, you are moving into the Linux system, the installation of Kali, Linux commands, because these are the foundations. How can you tell me that you don't know about Windows operating system, you don't know about Linux operating system, and you want to master cybersecurity? Right? And let me also say this, you don't need to be a programmer to operate in cybersecurity. Don't be deceived by all those stories of, you might, no. You might need programming maybe later on, maybe after 3 or 4 years, but to break through, you don't need knowledge of programming. I said so. So you're installing your VMware, you're deploying your operating systems, then month 3, you're entering your penetration. So all those people are saying, oh, sir, are we going to be taught ethical hacking? It's in the brochure. It's part of our curriculum. By month 3, you're entering ethical hacking, penetration testing. You're entering the network hacking, web application hacking, stages, introduction to penetration tools, how you hack. We teach you. Of course, we also teach you to be, not to be criminal, not to use this knowledge in a criminal way. Right? So open source intelligence, social media intelligence, Google Doc, web security, exploiting vulnerabilities, technical demos. Month 4, cryptography. Very important area. Network security, basic firewalls, IDS, IPS. Month 5, security operations. Yes, we are talking about SIM tools, threat intelligence. Month 6, labs. Right? So you can see from here that our curriculum is grounded, and this is just the technical side. There's the non-technical is also there for you. So we also teach you the non-technical. So the technical classes is Tuesdays and Fridays. Then you have the non-technical classes on Saturdays. So classes are 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. right? And they are practical classes. Now, classes are via Zoom and they are recorded. So the classes are live classes via Zoom, and the live classes are recorded. Now, let me show you something, right? Let me show you something here. Let me show you how this program goes. Let me show you how this program goes. Let me show you how this program goes. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you now. If you are with me, if you are following me, can I see your hands? At this point, I'm showing you how we do our stuff. So you can have an overview of how the training goes. So now these are classes, as you can see, right? So these are PDFs, right? So you can see resources that are being used in teaching, right? And you can see classes. So these are classes for this particular cohort. So these are classes that I've held. These are the videos of the classes holding. Now, another thing I didn't tell you is that, so let me go back. Now, so these are technical classes. So technical classes, Tuesdays and Fridays. The non-technical classes on Saturdays. But now, I didn't tell you that we have what we call career coaching classes. Career coaching classes. What are career coaching classes? So here's the thing. Many people, they just want to get into cybersecurity. But what they don't understand is that there is the technical skill. There is marketing yourself after you have the technical skill. They are two different things. They are two totally different things. They are two different things. So many people have the technical skill. Oh, yeah, they're just doing, and it's wonderful because if you market yourself and you don't have the technical skill, you can't deliver. But they lack the projection. And that is why many people, they go for trainings, and after trainings, there's nothing to show for it. Then they say, oh, maybe now let me go and do cloud. Then they say, oh, I need to go and do data analysis now. Oh, I need to go and do programming. No, you don't need to go and do another data analysis or whatever. What you need to do is a career coaching class because you need to learn how to project yourself. I was talking to one of my students yesterday, and she told me about an organization. She has not been applying. She has not applied. She has gotten a job already. She's to resume with one of our partner companies that we partner with, and she's to resume any moment from now. But she just told me another organization reached out to her on LinkedIn. She didn't apply. They reached out to her. Why? Because we teach our students how to project themselves. So many people are good, but they lack projection. They don't know how to project themselves. So this is where we talk about the career coaching classes. So career coaching classes holds on Sunday evenings. If you're still with me, can I see your hands? Sunday evenings. Sunday evenings, 7 p.m. And we have our career coach, Nelson Ojovu. He manages a team of 15 cybersecurity professionals in one of the top fintechs in Africa, right? So you can check out his profile. So he's a career coach. He's highly experienced in the industry. He's a senior. So on Sunday evening, 7 p.m., and it's once in 2 weeks. Once in 2 weeks. Now, what do you learn in the career coaching class? You learn things like LinkedIn optimization. You learn how people can reach out to you without applying. Organizations will reach out to you because you learn how to project. You learn things like revamping your CV. You learn things like practical projects to substitute for work experience. To substitute for work experience. You learn freelancing opportunities. Freelancing opportunities for cybersec professionals. You learn consulting, cybersecurity consulting. So you want to be a consultant, you want to work alone, you learn it. You learn tech visa coaching. One of the things we do at this career coaching is that aside from Nelson coming around and teaching you, he also brings experts in the industry. Some of them are not in Nigeria. We've brought people from Amazon who are working in cybersecurity in Amazon. We've brought people from Microsoft. We've brought people from UK banks. We've brought people from Google. And these are Nigerians. These are Nigerians like yourself. Some of them a few years ago were working in Nigeria, right? So we bring all these guys and they show you how they got there. This is how I got there. This is how and they also didn't have a computer science background. Some of them read biology, physics, right? So this career coaching, like you have practical projects that you can use to substitute for work experience. You are taught freelancing opportunities. You are taught things like pre-sales, engineer for cybersec companies. This is another job role that many people don't know. So there's the work of a sales manager, but there's a sales engineer. So one other thing that cybersecurity professionals can do is that there are organizations around the world. Let me give you a secret. There are many organizations around the world who develop cybersecurity solutions, cybersecurity products. And this product is to safeguard companies and organizations. And they need pre-sales engineers that will help to sell these products. These are, now, it's not just a pre-sales engineer has a knowledge of the product. He's a technical person and he's a salesperson. And that's different from a salesperson who just sells. So that's another career field. There is technical writing. There's technical writing jobs. So there are a whole lot of opportunities in the cybersecurity. So this career coaching is to explore all these opportunities in cybersecurity. Now, and of course, there we talk about internships, it shares job opportunity. For instance, some of our students right now are scheduled for interview with, should I even mention the name? Yeah, they are scheduled for interview with a cybersecurity consulting firm. We shared the opportunity on our students platform last week, and I was happy to know that some of them have been called up for interviews. So that job was not advertised, just so you know. The job wasn't advertised anywhere, but was insider because of the network we have. Right. So this is what happens with the career coaching classes. Now, it doesn't end there. Now, in our training, there is something called the teaching assistant. So what does this mean? If you are still with me, can I see your hand? Oh, if you are still with me, now we have people. Are you still with me? So there's something called the teaching assistant. Now, the teaching assistant's job is this. So you have tutors. You have your technical tutor. You have your non-technical tutor. You have your career coach and career mentors that you meet from time to time. So there's a career coach who comes with a lot of career mentors. Now, but there's also a teaching assistant. What's the work of the teaching assistant? So people come to class Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays and Fridays, they come to class, and Saturdays, they come to class. Then once in 2 weeks, they attend the career course. But they are giving assignment, they are giving projects, and some of those things, they might get stuck. So this teaching assistant works from Mondays to Saturday. He's not their teacher, to help them, or teaching assistants, right? Work from Mondays to Saturdays to help them fix the challenges they are facing with their classes. You are trying to install Kali Linux and you are stuck. You reach out to the teaching assistant. Oh, okay, let me look at what you are doing. So many people are afraid of online training because they feel that, oh, how can I learn online? How will I be able to know it online? How will I be able to master it online? Until they come to Digital. And that's why I said, check out our reviews online. Don't just take my word for it. Go on LinkedIn. Check out what our students are saying about us on LinkedIn. Go on Google. Google Digital Consulting reviews. Go on LinkedIn. Search Digital Consulting. Look at what our students are saying about us. Right? Because of the detail. Because we are perfectionists. We are perfectionists. We take our time. So you have your technical tutor. You have your non-technical tutor. You have your career coach and career mentors. Right? Then you have a teaching assistant or teaching assistants who from time to time, they work every day. So you are trying to practice, you're trying to do your assignment, you're trying to do your project and just get stuck. Everything is just looking like stars. And you just reach out and the person, okay, let's look at it together. Okay, this is what you're not doing. Walks you through it, and that's it. That's it. So that's the system we have built in Digital. That's the system we have built. So for those who are asking, oh, what's the cost fee? How much is the cost fee? It's actually highly discounted. Highly discounted. And let me say this. We have kept it at this price, which is the promo price, 250,000 naira, right? Which is one-time payment. But this is the last time. This is the last time this price, even for promo, this is the last time that this price will remain this way. And I need to be very factual with us because as an organization right now, we are not just training Nigerians in Nigeria. We are now training Africans in Africa and Nigerians all over the world and Africans all over the world. And even like multinationals, we are not even training Africans alone. So this amount is actually a highly discounted amount. I was talking to one of our students in Kenya. She's a Kenyan today. I always reach out to my students. So I was talking to her and she told me that, sir, the reason why I registered for your program is because your program is 25% of how much the same program goes for in Kenya. You hear what I said? So in Kenya, the program is going for like, let's say maybe, let me just give not the exact figure, let's say 40,000 Kenyan shillings. And we charge 11,000 Kenyan shillings. But in Kenya, the same online program is going for 40,000 Kenyan shillings. So this is like a giveaway price, and this is the last time it will be this price, even for a promo. This will be the last time. And that is why we have a lot of people from diaspora registering for our programs. This January, we had someone from diaspora who brought 8 of his friends to register for our program. And the guy just kept registering. This person has paid. Please add him. This person has paid. Add him. And I'm just like, what's going on? Because I realized that whatever amount we're charging was just so ridiculous that those guys just jumped at it. They jumped at it. So I'm just saying this so that you take advantage of it. So that next time we come here, you will say, oh boy, it was 250,000 naira one-time payment then. Okay, I'm telling you right now. Or if you cannot do 250,000, you can do 150,000 naira twice, which means you pay 150,000 naira. You pay 150,000 naira twice. You pay 150,000 naira the first month and 150,000 naira the second month. The brochures are being shared on the group. Very soon I'll start answering your questions, right? So, and don't forget that when you register for this program, you learn both the technical and the non-technical, and you also get a lot of certifications. We show you many certifications you can get, and we give you resources and materials to pass this, and they are free certifications. Like I always tell people, you don't have to pay for expensive certifications when there are free ones that also have the same value. Listen, certifications are good, but they are not the most important thing. The most important thing is the skill that you've acquired. The certification is just a boost. I'm telling you for a fact. It's just so don't waste as someone trying to break in, don't waste money trying to go and acquire expensive certifications. So that is why in Digital we give you as many free ones. ISC squared, Fortinet network security 1, 2, 3, OPSWAT. There are many of them that are free that you just take, just get the certificate, just add it. But the skill is the most important thing. So if you are doing 2 times instrumental payment, you do 150K, 150K. If you are doing 3 times instrumental payment, you do 110K, 110K, 110K. Please take note. 110K first month, second month, third month. Now classes starts next week, Friday. And registration closes next week, Thursday. So next week, Friday is 1st of March. So that's when classes are starting, 1st of March. And registration will close February 29, which is next week, Thursday. To register, kindly pay into this account. Of course, it's being shared on the group, but I'm doing this for those who are watching, Providus Bank. So this is the account to pay into, and you can chat up this number. Then be careful of scammers. Be careful of scam. Like I have said, I will never chat you up, except you chat me up and I respond. I will never just chat you up. No, I don't do that. For this program, over 2,000 people register for this program. How many people do I want to chat up? Even if they use my picture, I won't chat you up. So chat up this on WhatsApp. Chat up on WhatsApp. You can only chat up this number on WhatsApp for inquiries. And you can chat up any of the admins that you see there. Admin. So if anybody is chatting you up, just cybersecurity. Just check up the person to be sure the person is the admin. I've seen people's mobile numbers hacked. Simple tricks. They tell you, oh, there's a meeting you are registering for. Give me the code. They will send you a code. How do you fall for those kind of cheap tricks? You're trying to hack into your WhatsApp. That is why you need this kind of training. You're trying to hack into your WhatsApp. So don't fall for all those cheap tricks, all those gimmicks. Somebody is chatting you up, promising you 30%, whatever. Don't fall for that. You are bigger than all that. So you can chat up this number for inquiries, for registration, and all those stuff, right? And like I said, classes will start next week, Friday. Registration closes next week, Thursday. So let me now start to answer the questions. So I can see people have asked it. Oh, are the certificates globally recognized? Of course. Of course. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. The certificates are globally recognized. Somebody is already saying there's a computer who charges 5,000 Canadian dollars. Yes, that's why I'm telling you people that this is the last time I will charge this ridiculous amount, right? One thing about us is that we are very passionate about what we do. Many times people have said, oh, why am I doing, why is Digital doing 6 months? We just do 3 months. And I said, no, I don't do crash. We do details. And that is why our students are very sound and grounded, because we are detailed. So somebody is saying, do you get full-time access? Yes, of course. Patience, I see that. That is why I forgot to tell you that the career coaching classes don't end. I forgot to say that. the career coaching classes don't end. What does that mean? Even when you are done with your 6 months training, the career coaching classes goes on all year round. And you will keep getting invitations to the career coaching classes because Digital is a community. So you might have finished your training maybe January, but you are still a part of the career coaching class. So when there are opportunities, job opportunities, internship opportunities, we still share it with you. Many of our students have gotten internship opportunities, job opportunities through Digital. At times, we've been able to secure for some of them. At times, it has been through some of the information we shared. So let me show you something now. So we do it two ways. At times, it's through the information we share with them. They take action on those information and they get the internship and they get the jobs. At times, we actually work with some other organizations, local and global, and we get opportunities for these students. We get opportunities for them. So that is how it works. So let me show you this so that you understand what I'm talking about. That you see that. So now look at this. So here we scheduled all these students for interviews with an organization. And so that's, you can see here again, we scheduled these students for interviews. Here again, we scheduled these students for interviews. We schedule these students for interviews, for internships. So we do that. And some of them, at the end of the internship, they get retained by the organization. So that is one way, but that is not the only way. I would say there are actually three ways. There are three. Number one way is that we partner with some organizations and we get our students internships, job interviews. Number two is that we share information on our groups. Like, I won't mention the name of the company, but there was a company last week that we shared to our students that this job is not being advertised. Guys, oh yeah, go and quickly apply, Some of them have started getting calls for interviews. They have applied and they are going for interview. We are not partnering with that company, but we got that information and we shared. How did we get the information? Through our network. We have a network of coaches, tutors. We have people everywhere. So we always know we have ears to the ground, even for jobs that are not advertised. So that's number two. Number three, through what we teach our students, through what we teach them, they can take action on that and go and access the opportunities themselves. That is why the career coaching is there. So those are the three ways. Yeah. So like I said, career coaching classes does not end, even when your 6 months training ends. How will these internships work for people with other jobs? The internship is virtual. The internship is virtual. I got your question. You can do it that way and send me a chat. Chat up the WhatsApp number here and we'll take it off from there. Someone is saying, can a person who is not a science student register for the training? Of course. Of course. Of course you can. Of course you should. Some of my tutors studied biology. Some of them studied history. And they are working in fintechs today. One of them is working as a governance and standards. Okay, let me just say she's working as a GRC officer with Standard Bank. Sorry, Sterling Bank. She resumed last year. Before then, she was working in a cybersecurity consulting firm. Now she's a senior GRC officer at Sterling Bank. So she studied history, right? And she studied history, graduated from history, attended a boot camp like this one. From there, packed the certifications, all free certification, packed it. Did a few internships here and there. Next thing, got a cybersecurity consulting job from there. Next thing, she's in Sterling Bank. That's it. I know I make these things look so easy because it's knowledge. Can a university student work? Yes, you can, because the internships, there are remote internships. There are physical internships. So we have some of our students who are doing internships with Indian firms and they're in Nigeria. Some of them are doing internships with Dutch firms, with Australian firms. So Can I get a remote job with the knowledge of cybersecurity? Of course, that's the whole idea of all this talk now. Chat up that number. Where's the office located in Lagos? Okay, our office is at 4A, Akinwale Street, opposite Nationwide filling station, Ogba, Lagos. Yeah. That's where our office is. Is internship compulsory for everybody? No, it's not compulsory, but it's advisable. You don't have to do internship to get jobs. People get jobs without internship. What's the time schedule for the courses? I've said it: Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, 7 p.m., 7 p.m., 7 p.m. Sundays is once in 2 weeks. It's also 7 p.m. Yeah, you can get an entry-level position as a penetration tester without a certificate. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And it's always good for you to own your skills in penetration testing before taking an entry-level penetration exam. Yes. The training comes with a lot of certifications. I will share it on the group. Don't worry. There are a lot of certifications. There is ISC squared. For those of you who are saying, is it global? Is as global as global itself. There is Fortinet network security, 1, 2, and 3. There is ISO 27001. There are all manner of certifications. We have cyber ops too. So there's an instrumental payment package which I've shared. If you do one-time payment, you get a huge discount of 250K. If you pay twice, you pay 150, 150. If you pay 3 times, you do 110, 110, 110. So that's how it works. Do interns end? Yeah, some organizations pay, some don't pay. Yeah, but don't be worried about how much they are paying. Once you master the skill, the money will always come. I can tell you for a fact. Yeah, Rukayat is saying, does mentorship continue? Yes. Mentorship is forever. Even when you are done with your 6 months program, the mentorship continues. You keep getting mentored. So it doesn't end. How will this internship work for people with other jobs? Because the internships are remote. Yeah. The internships are remote. Yeah, career coaching is part of the program. Yes, it is. What are requirements? Basic computer literacy. Basic computer literacy. You need a laptop and you need to register. No, career coaching is not separate. It is part of the program. So when you pay for the program, you get the career coaching, you get the technical class, you get the non-technical class. So you get everything. It is not say, oh, tomorrow, no. And I tell people that after the payment of this amount of money, you don't pay for any other thing again. You don't pay for any other thing again. The replay will be made available. Don't worry about that. You will always get jobs as long as you master the skill. That's the most important thing. As long as you master the skill, you attend the training, you master the skill, the opportunities are always out there. I transitioned into tech in 2019. By 2020, I had resigned from my job because the opportunities were massive. And today, I've inspired a lot of people to resign from their jobs to pursue tech, and they are all doing well. So tech is a great field with opportunities. Right? Filled with opportunities. Right? Global opportunities for Nigerians to relocate. Yeah, that's part of the training. That's where we bring experts to talk about tech visa coaching. Does this training cover GRC? Of course it does. Of course it does. It covers GRC. GRC is part of it. Do you get recordings of the lectures? Yes. With PDF, yes, I showed you. So all classes are recorded and the PDFs are made available to students. All classes are recorded and the PDFs are made available. So I've answered that, Ijoma. Yes, you can do that. Just send me a chat and we'll take it off from there. The training is 100% online. Like I said, we have students in over 30 countries. So yeah. Of course, we handle our students. We don't leave them. No. Don't bring all this programming language, blah, 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 blah here. You don't need programming to be a cybersecurity expert. You don't need programming to be a cybersecurity expert. What you need is what I've highlighted, a critical knowledge of operating systems, Windows and Linux. Then you need your networking knowledge, very sound. And we cover all that. If you will use programming at all, that is far into the field. Maybe you are doing some other things, but it's not a requirement. You can get by in cybersecurity. You can work in cybersecurity for 8-9 years without writing a single line of code, because there are many tools that will do that for you. So don't let anybody threaten you with all this programming thing. There are certifications that will help you. So you don't need, there are certifications and they are free. I've mentioned a lot of them. So CompTIA network, no, but the certifications you will get are as powerful as CompTIA Network Plus. They are as powerful as CompTIA Network Plus, and they are free. For instance, Fortinet Network Security 1, 2, and 3 is very powerful and is free. Well, when you say how many certifications do you get, we give you links and resources to these free certifications, and you could get as much as 9 of them, right? But I will always tell you that the certifications are not the most important thing. The most important thing is the project and the skill, which is what we teach on. The certifications is just an additional advantage, not the most important thing. So please don't get it twisted, though. It's very important. Don't worry, the curriculum is being shared on the group. Our classes are 2 hours. Classes are 2 hours. Classes are 2 hours. This recording will be shared on the group. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. All our classes are shared. So this recording will be shared on the group. Oh, somebody said, are there softwares? Don't worry about softwares. All the softwares you need, we'll provide it for you. All the softwares you need, we'll provide it for you. All of them. All the softwares you need, we'll provide. So don't worry. You just get yourself ready. It varies. It varies. So do you schedule exams? No, the certificates, you do some little exams with the certificates now. Yeah, you do some little exams. The training is 6 months. Don't worry about the certifications. It will be shared on the group. Don't worry about it. We will share it on the group for you to take. But I keep telling you that certifications are not the most important thing. The project, the lab projects are the most important thing, and the skill. Certifications are an added advantage. I didn't say there's no certification after the training. There are many certifications after the training. Yes, there is proper training for ISC squared, and all our students pass ISC squared without stress. The classes are 100% online. We give certifications now. We don't only tutor. We don't only tutor, we give certifications. We are an accredited institute. Yeah, we teach you Splunk. Splunk is part of the tools. Yeah, Splunk is part of the tools that we teach. A 4 gig will do, a 6 gig was fine. Yeah, for Obina. 4 gig, 6 gig, you are good to go. The promo price ends next week, Thursday. That's February 29. Training starts next week, Friday. Yeah. Collins or Jung. If you're talking of a MasterCard, we can generate a Stripe link. If you want to pay with a card from diaspora, we'll generate a Stripe link and you can pay for that. Yeah. Rukayat, are you not on any group? If you are not, just chat up this line 08077587734. Chat up the line and you get all the information that you need. Right? So that's it. The classes are flexible, don't worry. Classes are flexible. Oh, are you going to be exposed to work like enough of labs? Enough of labs. Enough. It's a practical program. Practical. No. Michael is saying, I once signed up for one and they were sending me recorded video to watch. We don't do that in Egitalo. No, we don't do that in Egitalo. We don't send you recorded video to watch. We don't send you recorded video to watch. Oh. The classes are live. Then we now record the live classes so that you can watch it over and over. Then we also provide PDFs for you. And there's also a teaching assistant to support you. So we are perfectionists and we are very detailed in what we do. We are very detailed. You don't pay for certifications. I'm currently doing a program on business analysis. No, it's not a conflict of interest though. You need multiple skills in tech. You need multiple skills in tech because there are a lot of business analysts. There are a lot of business analysts and there are a lot of business analysts. So you need multiple skills. I can't guarantee you that you are going to get a great job with business analysis. You understand? I can't guarantee you. Right? So that's how it works. Can I recommend system for you one that can be used? Well, any system can do it actually. Be it Dell, be it HP. Any system can do it. 4 gig RAM, 6 gig RAM upward, you are good to go. Because it's cybersecurity. Yeah, the kings, yeah, your laptop will do the job, it's fine. How do we confirm payments? Don't worry about that. You just make payments and chat up the WhatsApp number. Once you chat up the WhatsApp number, we'll check our account and we'll do the needful. It's that simple. It's that simple. Very, very simple. So don't worry about that. So I just have 6 minutes to go. I've been with you for the past 2 hours. So kindly ask your questions ASAP because I'm about to go. I have 5 minutes left. The next one is another 6 months' time. Aloysius, you are in Sierra Leone. Okay, yeah, you can pay through your Visa card. We'll just generate a Stripe link for you. That's all. We'll generate a Stripe link for you and you can pay through that and we'll tell you, you see the figure. So you just convert it to dollars and we'll do the conversion for you at the right rate and that's it. So if you want to join any part of the world that you are from, I know there are people watching from India, South Africa, Sierra Leone. It's not a limitation. We are a global, we have students in over 30 countries of the world at the moment. So that's not a problem at all. So you can join us. So just drop a chat and we'll take it off from there. No, you don't. You can do internship remotely, even with your present organization, Shekinat Isaac. You can do, like I said, okay, some people are even chatting me from Cameroon, right? So you can do internship remotely. Yeah, a MacBook will work. Okay, I see that saying, do you have training? Yeah, we do. So one thing about our training is that when you are done with the 6 months training and you want to specialize in an area, we just give you resources, right? You want, but because the training already gives you that ability to, it gives you that ability to work in entry-level role in all these areas. But if you now want to go further, then there are enough resources for that. So don't worry about that. People keep asking about this certification. I've said that it's going to be posted on the group. Yusuf Adamu, our course will help you. Our course will greatly help you. Our course will help you. Our course will help you greatly. Don't worry about that. You are doing a course on Quali's vulnerability. It will help you because our course is beyond Qualis. We teach Qualis, but not just that. So it will help you greatly. That's all I can say. You are talking of makeup class. Well, the teaching assistant will do a makeup class for you if you get stuck. Adewale Adepoju, yeah. So if you miss any class, you get the replay of the class, you get the PDF of the class, and the teaching assistant is always there to support you. So that's how it works. I have 2 minutes to go. Yeah, Ruka, don't worry. Your chat will be responded to shortly. Aloysius from Sierra Leone. Nice meeting you. See you in class. Right. Nice meeting you. So, Henry, we've already told you the payment plan we have. We have the 2 times payment plan and the 3 months payment plan. So we've already answered that now. That's the best we can do. Right? That's the best we can do. So there's 1 minute to go. No. We don't do career coaching separately. Oh, sorry. We don't do it separate. It's the whole thing. We don't do a separate, it's part, it's a whole set. Checking Isaac, you don't need CCNA for cybersecurity. You just need the right knowledge. You don't need to be a networking engineer in order to be a cybersecurity professional. You just need the basics, which our program covers. So you don't need to now go and become CCNA, learn CCNP, then come back and say you want to do cybersecurity. You just need the basics. Once you understand the basics, the rest is easy. So don't let people distract you and confuse you with so many ideas flying around. You don't need all that. You don't need all that. Okay. Yeah, good. So bye for now, people. If you have other questions, you can always ask those questions on the group, right? You can always ask. So bye for now. See you all in class. And like I would tell everybody, don't give yourself to analysis paralysis. Get into the tech field and build something. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step taken. So start that step today. Bye. See you in class. Once again, I'm Omi Aleyomi, Panda Digital Consultant. Bye for now.